Hi everyone, as you can probably tell because the cards are already out, this is attempt number 2 at recording our tarot cards for the week of the 20th of January. So sorry about that, but I'll stick with what I drew originally because that just feels so much more authentic rather than shuffling them all up again and starting again, because these are clearly the cards that we were meant to get. Excuse me. So unfortunately, I tried to record this on a different phone and didn't have enough memory on that phone, so it wouldn't let me do it. Got about 5 minutes into the video and it just cut me off. So I was already, I'd already pulled the tarot cards for the week. So the first card I had for us is the Six of Pentacles, which is talking about us starting the week with a kind of energy of being able to give and take, being able to give and be able to receive. So it really depends for me on which hand in the photograph I'm drawn to, whether I'm drawn to the top hand, which is the more of the giving hand, or the bottom hand, which is more about the receiving hand. For me, it comes up a lot more with receiving rather than giving. And so it's quite often a heads up to me to kind of be more open to receiving help and to be receiving assistance. You know, I think we can all be a little bit stubborn, can't we? And we can all be, I don't know what the word is really, independent and want to be able to do everything for ourselves. And sometimes just can't. And you have to accept that there are other people that can help you out. And sometimes accepting that help is not easy for us, but, you know, it has to be done sometimes. And actually sometimes it's a good thing to be able to do, to be able to let those people in, to be able to help you, rather than pushing people away. So the Six of Pentacles is saying to you, the beginning of the week, be open to that, give and take, that flow of energy. Then I drew for us the Three of Wands, and these two cards actually jumped out the deck together, so they kind of partner each other up quite nicely, because what the Three of Wands says is there's a helping hand, there are friends around you, there are people that can help, there's an offer of help coming in for you, an offer of friendship or some teamwork. So it's saying to you, you're not on your own. You don't actually have to do everything for yourself. It might feel like you do, but you really don't. So don't be afraid to ask for that help if you want it, need it. But also, when you've put that intention out there, that message to the universe that says, you know what, I'd really like some help with this, don't push it away when it turns up, okay? Sorry, just having a little drink of my water. So that's about accepting and being ready to work with others, some teamwork. So there's a real energy of that coming in the beginning part of the week. And then I drew towards the end of the week, from our Forest of Enchantment, Enchanted Forest deck, the Four of Spells. And this is lovely because this is the Four of Wands. This would be the Four of Wands in the traditional tarot deck. So the Four of Wands talks to us about being able to kind of relax and enjoy ourselves, take that much needed break at the end of the week. Again, though, it talks about coming together. It talks about having fun. It talks about being with your family. It talks about being with your friends. So it's got all of that lovely energy to it, the Four of Wands. Really, really beautiful cards to draw for the end of the week, because it quite often talks about, you know, sort of going away for a short break or something like that. So if you've been kind of thinking, you know what, bit fed up with January, bit too cold and wet for me, might have a weekend away, this could be a great weekend to do that. You know, it could be a great weekend to take yourself off and have a nice little trip away somewhere, to relax and put your feet up and to just enjoy that time. What I was also saying on the previous video is just a little heads up about these. This is the backs of the Forest of Enchanted Forest deck. It's a beautiful deck. I really, really love working with it. I've been using it on another project that I've been doing and it's been lovely. But do be wary when you are shuffling this deck, because it's Llewellyn deck and the paper stock is very flimsy. You can see there, it's really flimsy. which means when you shuffle it, you have to be extra careful because the cards will all fall out of your hands and they will all jump out of your hands and you will drop them. Because if you're, especially if you're used to shuffling something that's more substantial, like the Faulkner deck is, or most Oracle decks are, you can be a little bit heavy-handed when you shuffle, or I can at least, which means that you get into this, you can drop them and then they can, you know, sort of all fall out. And I've actually literally dropped this whole deck a couple of times and I have lost a couple of the cards. I found them again now, but because they're so flimsy, they kind of fly away. And they actually got underneath some furniture and I couldn't find them. I actually got to the point where I emailed the publishers and they would have replaced the cards for me, which is lovely. But just to give you a heads up, when you're shuffling them, just be really careful. Shuffle them over a table, and if you do drop them all, have a really good hunt round and make sure you've got them all, because it's going to be really easy to lose a card out of this deck. So it's just a little heads up for you if you've got this deck or if you're thinking about getting it. I would definitely get it if you're thinking about it. It is beautiful. It really is stunning. But you know, the card quality, the paper quality of the cards is iffy, to say the least. Okay, so sorry, there we go. Nearly dropped the camera off the table. There we go, that's a bit better. Okay, so I'm just going to pop down our Oracle card to go with these lovely, looks like a lovely energy next week. So let's just have a look and see what our Oracle card has got to say. I'm using the Nature's Whispers again. I'm actually really loving working with these cards. So let's just see what we've got. See, these are just the complete opposite because they are big, thick cards. Vulnerability. So that's interesting, isn't it? Because these cards are all saying, accept help. You know, accept help and don't be afraid to accept help. So vulnerability, I'm guessing when I have a look at the guidebook, is going to be talking about that. I mean, you can see she's kind of snuggled herself up in her little leaf, hasn't she? She's all kind of protected. She's snuggled herself away. And we can tend to do that when we feel vulnerable, can't we? To snuggle ourselves away so that we don't get hurt again and we're protected. So let's have a look and see. Let me just move these around so we can see them. There we go. Let's see what it says about vulnerability in the guidebook. Okay, so for vulnerability, it says, you may be feeling like you should withdraw. This is an opportunity to wait and regroup. You're in need of some rest and relaxation, which is exactly what the Four of Wands says. You might feel overwhelmed, so take some downtime. Take in your surroundings. Notice the season and the changes that are taking place in nature. Things are continually evolving. Think about the clouds you see in the sky. They're constantly moving, changing and reshaping themselves. Allow yourself to connect with Mother Earth and nature in a deep way. Align with them, with the rhythm of your heartbeat of the earth, and allow thoughts and emotions to slow down. Trust that everything will work out. The signs that will work themselves out are all around you. Take notice. So that's an interesting take on vulnerability, isn't it? I would also offer, yes, absolutely be in that energy of regrouping, but don't push people away too much, because you have the help. These cards are suggesting that we have the help. This is a kind of take time out card. This is a rest and regroup card, and you can see, you know, there's lots of little candles here around her. So these are the signs, you know, to look out for. So ask your angels or your guides, whatever you work with, to show you what direction you should be going in. If you feel like you need to withdraw a little bit towards the end of the week, because I feel like that's more energy towards the end of the week, take that time out and ask your guides to show you what direction might be next for you, if that's what you feel like you need from them. Thank you ever so much for watching. I will put up a little video over the next couple of weeks, which is going to be an interactive video. I'm working on the idea for it now. I'm not quite sure exactly how I'm going to do it. It was to kind of celebrate us getting to 200 subscribers, but since then 2 people have unsubscribed, so we're back down to 198. So just as soon as we get ourselves back up to 200 subscribers, I will be putting up that interactive thing as a bit of a reward for everybody and to say thank you for everyone that's subscribing. So I will be doing that. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends if you think they might be interested. Do subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you all next time. Bye for now.